New details are coming out on what led up to a double murder at a pizza shop in Tempe yesterday. The suspect reportedly shot his wife and her coworker, and there are still a lot of questions surrounding those murders. But we know now that coworker was 32-year-old Shaquille Simmons. 12 News speaking with his family today. 12 News journalist Sean Rice joins us live near Rural and Guadalupe Roads, and this has to be a very tough day for them, Sean.
Yeah, Troy, incredibly tough. Hard to really put into words the loss here. A 21-year-old woman and a 32-year-old man, both just senselessly taken here yesterday morning. But Tempe police tell us and reveal in court records that this entire incident was captured on surveillance video. What it shows is 27-year-old Benjamin Visser drop his wife, Mary Visser, off at work. She worked here at the Little Caesars behind me. And without warning, unprovoked, he pulls out a gun and allegedly shoots and kills 32-year-old Shaquille Simmons, then turns the gun on his wife, Mary. Now today, Shaquille's family, they all joined here in this parking lot, an incredibly large family, to gather, remember him, and they spoke to us a little bit about him. They tell us that they're really trying to make sense of a loss one they never saw coming. Let's take you to video, show you some Sky 12 video of what this scene looked like at around 9 a.m. Monday morning. It's when Shaquille's family tells me he and Mary would open up this pizza shop for business each day. After dropping Mary off for her shift, court records say Benjamin Visser is seen on surveillance video firing that gun towards Shaquille. He was walking in the opposite direction and it struck him right in front of the business. He then turned the gun on his wife, shooting her. She was able, while wounded, to call 911 and tell the dispatcher that her husband was the person who shot her. Police say Benjamin would then fire his gun again at both Shaquille and Mary. Those would prove to be the fatal shots, as neither person would survive their injuries. Now, investigators, they noted a pattern of stalking and controlling behavior from Benjamin in the weeks before these murders. They say he was sitting outside the pizza shop on occasion, watching his wife from his car for her entire shift. He even at times accused Shaquille and Mary of being intimately involved. He made those claims without any evidence whatsoever. Visser was detained here in the parking lot within seconds after the shooting, as Tempe police officers were already in this area on another call. He admitted that he had killed them both. He said he, quote, blacked out. Now today, Shaquille's older brother told me there was no infidelity, despite those rumors circulating all over social media. And he tells me his heart hurts that his coworker could not get the help she needed before this entire situation turned deadly.
It saddens me very much, because I wish he was able to probably reach out to somebody and get some help to prevent this from happening, because now 2 lives are lost, gone, and you know, we're the ones who have to live with it, and it could have all been avoided.
And Shaquille's family describes him to me as, quote, competitive, nice, the kind of person you always wanted to be around. He does leave behind, as I mentioned, an incredibly large family, many cousins, nephews, a loving girlfriend, and so many more family members. Now tonight, 27-year-old Benjamin Visser, he sits inside a Maricopa County jail cell. He's been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. He remains in jail, held on a $2 million cash-only bond. Now, Shaquille's family tells me they have set up a fundraiser account in hopes of getting some money raised to give him a proper burial. They tell me that is something he always wanted. We're live this afternoon in Tempe. Sean Rice, 12 News.
So it sounds, Sean, like Shaquille may have just gotten caught up in a terrible domestic violence situation with somebody being, again, as you said in the police reports, controlling and sitting outside and watching her all day at work.
Yes. That's exactly how the narrative reads in the court documents, Troy. And I'll point out that in those records, it talks about an instance just last week on November 30th where Benjamin had showed up here. He had confronted Shaquille about this infidelity he thought was happening when it never was actually happening. But police were never called. I guess a manager at Little Caesars here encouraged them not to call police, not to involve police. And so this was never reported to police, and there was nothing they could do. But there were certainly signs that this domestic violence was escalating. We'll send it back to you.
Yeah, 2 families, I'm sure, devastated tonight. Sean, thank you.